So tonight, the Food Bank for New York City announcing a major partnership with Empire BlueCross BlueShield Foundation. Officials today presenting a check for $450,000 to get the Food as Medicine project cooking. A big gathering today in Sunset Park. Let's bring in Leslie Gordon, President and CEO of Food Bank for New York City, and Dr. Mark Levy, President and CEO of Empire BlueCross BlueShield. Hey, thanks for staying up late with us tonight.
That's wonderful to be here. Thank you.
Such a pleasure to be with you.
Yeah, and it's a pleasure to have you here. I want to start with you, Ms. Gordon. This is a big deal. It couldn't come at a better time. Tell us about the Food as Medicine program.
So it's such a pleasure to have a wonderful partnership with Empire BlueCross BlueShield, right? You've got two New York-based anchor organizations that have done legacy work in this marketplace for decades coming together to create a better life for our New York City neighbors, right? It's really hard to thrive and live your best life when you don't have access to good, nutritious food. And it's no secret that access to good, nutritious food and diet are a determinant of living a good, healthy life. And so who better to partner with than Empire BlueCross BlueShield to make that happen for our neighbors across the city?
That's fantastic. And Dr. Levy, why is it important to be part of this initiative? Food insecurity, the levels are higher than ever now.
Higher than ever. Almost over 18% of New Yorkers have food insecurity today. And it's really part of who we are as an organization rather than a health insurance company, a whole health company. And so to be able to partner with the Food Bank of New York City to address food insecurity, to help New Yorkers learn about and have access to healthy diets to avoid some of the chronic illnesses that food is a contributing factor for, is just really central to what we're trying to do in New York and for the communities.
Ms. Gordon, why is it called Food as Medicine?
You know, if you think back about what your grandmother told you, about what your mother told you, you got to eat your vegetables. We all know, right, that eating well is such an important part of being healthy. A lot of the folks who we serve across the 5 boroughs here in New York City struggle with high rates of diet-related diseases. So we're talking about the #1 killers: heart disease, cancer, diabetes, osteoporosis, and the like. And food can make such a difference at any age for people just to be able to thrive.
Yeah, and Dr. Levy, what did you learn at today's event? There was lots of food, lots of volunteers, and lots of people in need.
Lots of people in need. People waited for hours today. And just a reminder of how deep the need is in our communities and how important it is to form the partnerships so that we can serve the communities, which is the other big learning, is really the web of support that's necessary, the ties that have to be built between organizations to really make a lasting difference for New Yorkers.
Yeah, and today's event was in Brooklyn, but this investment will help all 5 boroughs, correct?
It's going to help all 5 boroughs, right? Hunger doesn't discriminate in terms of neighborhoods in need across New York City. And so our footprint together as a mutual partnership allows us to reach, nearly every street, every neighborhood right in here in New York City. And so together we're going to be focusing in on connecting people regularly with access to good fresh produce, culturally relevant foods. We want it to feel familiar and healthy at the same time. I tell people it's not nutritious if you won't eat it. And then we're also going to be doing some good work together to help people get connected to other resources.
Sure, and the connection to food deserts. That's what I was really touched by today's event. There are so many pockets in the city where there is no fresh produce. There's no fresh veggies or anything. So that's of concern to you as well.
Tremendous concern. And I think even beyond that, to have the ability to know how to use those foods in a diet, to be able to bring the culturally appropriate foods to individuals. So in this Food as Medicine program, we're connecting people through their healthcare providers. The healthcare providers identify a food emergency, and the food bank will be there to provide that service in a culturally relevant way. So very exciting.
Very exciting indeed. Dr. Mark Levy of Empire BlueCross BlueShield and Leslie Gordon of Food Bank for New York City. Thank you both for your time tonight. Appreciate it.